About to hear is a special sports presentation brought to you by WPEX-FM 90.9.
Hey, take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. 'Cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Welcome back now to Miller Field right here on FM 90.9 WPEX Radio. The second game of the night, and it's going to be Charlotte will be going up against the Dinwiddie Nationals. Dinwiddie Nationals beat Blackstone yesterday, so they're in the winners group. Charlotte, of course, they end up beating, who did they beat yesterday?
They beat Mr. Dinwiddie American, who Blackstone was able to beat.
That's right. Dinwiddie American lost to Blackstone, just the game you heard right before this one. And that means that Dinwiddie American is out. And now we start the game off.
I believe Mr. Bishop Bryce is at the bat first for the Dinwiddie Americans.
Williams will be pitching for Charlotte. He zipped this one down there, and that's way inside for ball number 1. As we get things started here in the second game here at Beamer Field, District 5 tournament. Now here comes Williams from Charlotte, now winds up, throws the ball way low, ball number 2. And Robbie, even though that these were 2 balls, they were really wrapped that one down there.
Yeah, they're just flying down there.
Williams now winds up, throws the ball down there for ball 3. And Williams just needs to get this thing up a little bit for it'll hit the strike zone.
Yeah, I mean, he has the speed behind it, but you don't want to start walking this Dinwiddie national team. They're just too good to do that to him.
And that one's going to go in there for strike number 1. Williams really smoking the ball down, especially for his size. Here comes now the next pitch. And he whips that one down there for strike number 2, full count. The last 1-2 he thrown was right, perfect throws, and with a lot of heat on it. Here comes the next pitch. The
hard hit.
Hard hit back to the
snag by the
0-0.
That would be Mr. Williams snagged that one right out of the air.
I thought Williams was number 1. Who is pitching that?
Double R is
oh no, that's I think that's wrong. Something's wrong here. Anyway, here comes the next pitch. Number 10 is pitching. Okay. And number 10 will be Vassar. Or Vassar, actually. Vassar.
I got Williams pitching. Well, I think they didn't give us a good lineup.
Here comes the next one. Is strike number 2. And then this guy can throw the ball.
So Vassar pitching. Okay.
Yep. In fact, I think this guy, Robbie, I think this is the fastest pitcher I've ever seen in this league so far.
Vassar pitched last year. He did a great job.
And this one's kind of a change-up. Goes to the third baseman. He will throw him out and got him.
Barely.
Very close. And I'll bring up
out number 2, and Mr. B.B. Gunn, possibly, if our stuff's right here. That's what's his number there?
Number 5.
Yeah,
well, that's number 95, actually.
I got 99, B.B. Gunn.
Yep, number 9, okay.
99.
That one will be foul back, strike number 1.
And the Vassar just gunning it right down there and making it very hard for the Dinwiddie Nationals to get a good hit on the ball. We know Dinwiddie can hit the ball if it's in there.
Here comes Vassar with the pitch. And that one's going to be down in there for strike or for ball 1. Count to 1-1 now.
No ball. How about the strike?
1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes the next pitch. And that one's going to be low in there for ball number 2. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Saw BB hit a couple of great hits yesterday against the Blackstone All-Stars, so we know he can definitely hit the ball.
And this next one's going to be another one. Went down low for ball number 3. And that's 3 balls and 1 strike. Now comes the account. Just getting things started here at Beamer Field on the second game of the day. Here comes the pitch. And a hard hit ball.
Lift up
and another great play by the third baseman. Was able to throw him out. Now retired aside. So 3 up, 3 down as Dinwiddie doesn't get anything on the board. And we'll be right back right after this from Accounting Surgeons.
These are not your ordinary doctors. They are the accounting surgeons. Allow them to show you the personal attention it takes in order to receive every single deduction you deserve. The accounting surgeons and crew are here for you all year long, not just January to May. Whether you need tax preparation, payroll work, or bookkeeping services, call the accounting surgeons today. 434-538-0595. They offer very reasonable rates along with their year-round service with a smile. Located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe. The accounting surgeons are here for you. Surgeons are 434-538-0595.
The best stuff ever.
Brought to you by Radio Shack.
I need a new phone, so I'll go to Radio Shack, take their advice, and buy a Sony Ericsson Z750 with AT&T service. It has a 2-megapixel camera, FM radio, and a web browser, so I can surf the internet. And then one day at a car dealership, I'll find the price of a car too high, but the salesman won't agree, and he'll throw me a challenge, and he'll give me the car for free if I find it for cheaper, so I'll use the internet on my phone, find it for cheaper, and get it for free. And I'll owe it all to Radio Shack.
Don't just buy stuff.
Juice.
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 Don't.
FM 90.9 WPEX on. John Hart along with Robert Hart trying to get our stream back up and going again. Drops once in a while.
Yeah, welcome to the world of wireless internet connections.
Anyway, 3 up and 3 down, and now Dinwiddie's out in the field. It looks like BB Gunn will be starting off pitching. And I think that confirmed with you, Robbie?
Yes, it does. Let you know, I have Austin Hale, but again, I think they gave us wrong lineups, frankly. Coming at the bat first, I believe, is going to be Vassar. What's his number there? Number 10, Vassar, yes.
Vassar has been really shooting the ball down there on the pitching side. Here comes the pitch, and
Yeah, it's Gunn, you're right.
Gunn, speaking of
Shot
Gunn,
like a gun.
Gunn shot that thing down there. A lot of authority in there for strike number 1. With no balls and 1 strike, here comes the pitch. And this one's gunning down there, and it goes to the second baseman, throws to the first baseman, easy out without number 1. Well, the first elimination, Dinwiddie American. Blackstone ended up beating them in a very close game. First, that pitch was strike 1. So Blackstone is finally in a least winner's bracket, but they've lost 1. And they will play Crewe Burkeville.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yep, that ought to be a good one.
Crewe Burkeville coming off a very tight win themselves.
And a swing and a miss as BB Gunn shoots this one down there for strike number 2. No balls and no balls and 2 strikes.
And I said before, this is going to decide the game. How good can Dinwiddie pitch against this very powerful, very hard-hitting Charlotte County?
And BB Gunn shoots that one down there for strike number 3, and that brings up out number 2. But that was 2 up and 2 down, Robbie.
Reed coming up, and Reed, of course, is the home run hitter from Charlotte. We get right down to it. He won the home run derby and pretty much hits everything. It seems to hit everything out that he threw at him in the last game. Gunn's got his work cut out for him.
And he's not going to hit that one unless he can dig a hole and, try to bat from about 3 or 4 feet under. Anyway, here we go. 1 ball and no strikes. Here comes the pitch from Gunn. And this was a hard hit.
Oh, good stop.
And a nice stop by the second baseman.
Wow,
And
good
3 up and 3 down. Wow. Well, a pitching duel is on the making here. So, nobody on base, no hits, no errors, no runs. We'll be right back right after this.
What does your world sound like? That's geography. The music of the world around you. Geography is people, places, environments, and economics. Geography gives us the framework for understanding our world. But sadly, our kids aren't getting enough of it. Half can't locate economic powers like Japan and India, and 20% can't even find the Pacific Ocean. That's why we created MyWonderfulWorld.org. It's part of a free National Geographic-led campaign to give our kids the power of global knowledge. Go to MyWonderfulWorld.org to learn more and get your free parent and teacher action kits. It's a wonderful world.
The best stuff ever.
Brought to you by Radio Shack.
I need a new phone, so I'll go to Radio Shack, take their advice, and buy a Sony Ericsson Z750 with AT&T service. It has a 2-megapixel camera, FM radio, and a web browser, so I can surf the internet. And then one day at a car dealership, I'll find the price of a car too high, but the salesman won't agree, and he'll throw me a challenge and he'll give me the car for free if I find it for cheaper, so I'll use the internet on my phone, find it for cheaper, and get it for free. And I'll owe it all to Radio Shack.
Don't just buy stuff.
Do stuff.
See your local Radio Shack dealer at Southside Electronics, Blackstone Square Shopping Center.
Back at Miller Field right here on FM 90.9 WPEX Radio. I'm John Hart along with Robbie Hart. Dinwiddie going against the Charlotte County, Dinwiddie Nationals to be exact. And so far, what a pitching game we've had. We have 3 up, 3 down on each side of the field, and let's see what they can do now. Here comes Vassar now, takes a good look. Here comes the pitch. Zips that ball down there, a little bit low for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. And this game could go real quick the way this is going. What a pitch that was. And Robbie, look at the heat that this guy is throwing.
He's up there 70, 75, I'd say.
1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, we saw Vassar pitch last year. He did an excellent job at the last.
And that was a changeup.
Foul.
That thing was going even with a changeup.
Yeah.
Here comes now the pitch, and this one's way down there and a little bit low for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Vassar now takes aim. Now winds up, and here comes the pitch. And in there for a strike number 3. And no, that's strike number 2.
Oh, well, strike 3.
Was that strike 3?
Oh, I sworn that was strike 3.
Hale is up. It's still up.
Okay, so I guess, no, it wasn't.
2 and 2 is the count.
He might have foul tipped it.
Yep, here comes the next pitch. And a changeup, that's strike number 3 that time. And that's first out. 1 man up, 1 man down.
Yep.
Boy, I tell you one thing. Vassar gets his entire body into this thing. I don't know how long he can hold up by keep doing this. I have no idea. Nevertheless, that's still a lot of body motion he puts in and pitching his ball.
Yeah.
So how long can he hold up pitching it like
doing
that?
it very accurately too, though.
That went in there for ball 1. To Redlick. Here comes the next pitch. And a bunt, and this one will go to back to Vossler. He throws the man out at first base, and that's out number 2.
Just like that.
So good defense is also contributing to, so far, very quick ball game. And we've only shown this is only the 9th batter coming up, including both sides. So far, we've had 9 batters up and 9 batters down. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Actually, 8 batters up.
Justice Grissom at the bat now for Dinwiddie Nationals.
Clayton will be on deck. Here comes the pitch. And what a shot that was. Woo!
Man.
No balls and 2 strikes. And this guy's got an arm on him.
Yeah.
Now he looks, winds up, and here's the delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 3 up and 3 down. So as we go into the bottom of the second, isn't it?
Bottom of the second.
It's now 0-0, Charlotte and Dinwiddie. We'll be right back right after this.
These are not your ordinary doctors. They are the accounting surgeons. Allow them to show you the personal attention it takes in order to receive every single deduction you deserve. The accounting surgeons and crew are here for you all year long, not just January to May. Whether you need tax preparation, payroll work, or bookkeeping services, call the accounting surgeons today. 434-538-0595. They offer very reasonable rates along with their year-round service with a smile. Located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe. The accounting surgeons are here for you. Phone 434-534-534.
The best stuff ever.
Brought to you by Radio Shack.
I need a new phone, so I'll go to Radio Shack, take their advice, and buy a Sony Ericsson Z750 with AT&T service. It has a 2-megapixel camera, FM radio, and a web browser, so I can surf the internet. And then one day at a car dealership, I'll find the price of a car too high, but the salesman won't agree, and he'll throw me a challenge and he'll give me the car for free if I find it for cheaper, so I'll use the internet on my phone, find it for cheaper, and get it for free. And I'll owe it all to Radio Shack.
Don't just buy stuff.
Do stuff.
See your local Radio Shack dealer at Southside Electronics, Blackstone Square Shopping Center.
And we're back here at Beamer Field here in Crewe, Virginia, District 5 tournament. And this is the Major League District 5 tournament, I might add. I'm John Hart along with Robbie Hart. And we're seeing some good ball playing here so far.
Good defense and good pitching by both sides today.
Bassford been pitching for Charlotte. Gunn is up now pitching, still in there for Dinwiddie. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike number 1. And this one's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. This is Powell, I believe.
Once again, don't forget that we are selling these DVDs, so if you enjoy the game, buy one. It helps bring us here every year.
Yep, I think.
And you know what? You don't have to worry about dropouts like you do on the internet.
No, foul back. It's end up being in there for strike number 2. No balls and 2 strikes. And boy, right now, a ball is a rarity.
Yeah.
Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. My goodness. Oh, wait a minute. He says it might be a foul back.
Oh, it's foul. Okay, I thought
that was a, but you know, I couldn't tell. Here comes now the pitch from Gunn. And that was a little bit high for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But you listen to that glove pop when he pitches it.
Yeah.
And a hard hit ball. A nice hit. Nice job by the center fielder to grab that one. That was a line drive.
That was a hard hit too.
I guess there goes the no-hitter for Gunn, but that doesn't matter. He's still pitching a fantastic game. And now here comes Williams. That is up. Foster winds up in a bunt by Williams right down the third base line. And it just doesn't get better and brings that Charlotte guy around us, which is Powell, brings him around to second base. That was a bunt and run. That was an interesting. That was an interesting signal.
Up next is Dodd, I believe.
Yep. T. Dodd.
T. Dodd.
Here comes now the pitch. Swing and a miss. In air, strike 1. And boy, look at that. Boy, look at the speed on Powell as he zoomed on down there to third base. And I guess, you know, with the way this pitching is going, every little bit counts, and
little mistakes or little hits can, I mean, it doesn't take much.
Charlotte County, what is 1? District 5, probably, what, the 3rd or 4th year in a row here. They seem to be breeding out fantastic ball players.
Very consistently, too.
And they aren't. They're not winning by luck. They're winning just by pure. And that one's a next pitch that's going to be in there for ball 2, or ball 1 rather. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Powell over there on
But like
third.
every player that's on Charlotte, just absolutely wonderful. I got 1-1 as the count.
1-1 as well here.
Here comes now the pitch from Gunn. This is a bunt. This will go foul ball, and everybody will come back. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now.
Second one he bunted that, he pulled back and called the ball. First one he swung and missed that, he dropped the catch and dropped. It was 3 pitches, 2 balls, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So I think everybody finally is settling on 1 ball and 2 strikes. Everybody's talking about it. So here comes now the pitch, swing, and a check swing went too far, and that'll be out number 2. And believe it or not, they might catch a ball first. They might end up stranding Powell on third base. Here comes Gunn, now looks. Here comes now the pitch. This is way high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. So 1 ball and no strikes here at Beamer Field. That went right down the middle. Nice fastball for strike number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Want to thank WVHL, by the way. We're sharing a phone line. One's a DSL that we pay for, and they pay for their own, but they let us use it. Hard hit ball, and it's in fair. 1 run will score, and Charlotte takes a 1-0 lead on a nice hit. Here in the second inning. And boy, Gunn really shot that one down there and then ended up just hitting the ball.
Yeah, this is a good hit all the way around.
Now Gunn will press from the stretch. Here comes the pitch. And there, strike 1. Webb is up the bat. Now looks. Here comes the pitch. This one's way low. And there goes Charlotte stealing second base. And not only Charlotte is demonstrating fantastic pitching, fantastic hitting, but they've also demonstrated extremely good base running, Robbie.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been almost to put on a show almost. And this is a very tough Dinwiddie National team, too.
Gunn looks, now winds up and pitches. Swing and a miss. It ends up being strike number 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. 1-0 here. Here at the bottom of the second. Gunn now looks, winds up and delivers. Foul back. The count remained the same. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, we had a lot of wind earlier during our first game. Second game, the flag is just kind of hanging straight down. Here comes the pitch, and that's not good. A wild pitch. Catcher didn't get a hold of it, and now Carson will come all the way to third base with 2 outs. So in a 2-2 count, a wild pitch. Now here comes the pitch from Gunn. He winds up, throws it. That's in. That's going to be in there for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. I think this is the most that Gunn has had on him. As many balls as he had in the whole game so far. Full count now. Here comes the pitch. He winds up, throws this one, and that was strike number 3. Now retired aside. 1 run score, 1 man left on base, no errors, and it's 1-0 Charlotte. We'll be back right after this Dixie 5 tournament right here on FM 90.9.
These are not your ordinary doctors. They are the accounting surgeons. Allow them to show you the personal attention it takes in order to receive every single deduction you deserve. The accounting surgeons and crew are here for you all year long, not just January to May. Whether you need tax preparation, payroll work, or bookkeeping services, Call the accounting surgeons today. 434-538-0595. They offer very reasonable rates along with their year-round service with a smile. Located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe. The accounting surgeons are here for you. Phone 434-538-0595.
What does your world sound like? That's geography, the music of the world around you. Geography is people, places, environments, and economics. Geography gives us the framework for understanding our world. But sadly, our kids aren't getting enough of it. Half can't locate economic powers like Japan and India, and 20% can't even find the Pacific Ocean. That's why we created MyWonderfulWorld.org. It's part of a free National Geographic-led campaign to give our kids the power of global knowledge. Go to MyWonderfulWorld.org to learn more and get your free parent and teacher action kits. It's a wonderful world.
As action will resume right here on FM 90.9 WPEX and on Unistream on www.wpexonline.com. And we've had something kind of interfering with our stream a little bit. Robbie's trying to narrow that down to keep our stream up reliable.
The big gold cup.
1 ball and no strikes. Here comes the next pitch. Now it's 1-1 is the count. I believe this is Crawford. It's up, I believe. Nevertheless, he won't be up very long with that type of pitching. He comes in there for strike 2.
I got Levi Carlton.
Levi Carlton.
Yeah, number 18. It changed the... I don't know what Dinwiddie National's doing.
Here comes the pitch.
Yeah, they got some... I don't know what they're doing.
What do you say, baby?
Okay, well, we'll call it Carlton. Here comes next to pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Anyway, he goes down.
What was that again? What's his number?
No, turn around. There you go. Turn around. Yep, he's not going to turn around.
Oh, come on.
And the next one's a left-handed batter, so he still won't get his number.
He told me.
Anyway, it's 1 out as Vassler is still pitching a great game. Here comes the pitch. Oh, he shot that one down there like a rocket. And that's in there for strike number 1. What a fantastic pitch that was. Vassler now looks, he winds up, shoots this one down there, and this one comes right in front of our WPEX White Elephant Broadcasting booth, and that brings up strike number 2. 1-0 Charlotte lead, but just by 1. Here comes the pitch from Vassler, and he does not break the play. But that's going to be in there for ball 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, you don't see any balls being thrown by Vassar out here. He's pretty good on throwing good strikes.
Oh, man, let's go. Be tough, man. Good AD right.
Charlotte County is always tough. But they're showing their toughness right now.
Yeah,
that one went way outside. And that's in there for ball 2. And the count goes 2-2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Left-handed batter up. Dinwiddie would like to knock one down the right-hand line, and that he's going to swing late, so the ball ends up kind of foul and comes out again almost in front of the White Elephant. Here located at third base side. So 2-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. In there, strike.
He called a ball.
Was that a ball?
That was a ball.
I thought that was going to be a strike number 3.
I think the entire Charlotte County team did too.
Well, 3-2 now is the count. Here comes the pitch. And that one's in there, strike 3, and that's going to be out number 2. Vassar can pitch faster and faster, it seems.
Yeah. What's his number?
I mean, you got to admit, hey, this game is only about a half hour long. We're already in the 3rd inning, it seems. In there, strike number 1 to number 21. And this is Tim Lyle. Here comes the pitch, and it's the changeup. And you know Matthew Fitz, which has got a pretty good fastball. The only thing Vassar makes, he throws his changeup, and it's as fast as Fitz' fastball. That's how hard he's throwing it. Look at that. That's in there for ball one. That thing, Rick, was a foul ball?
Was it?
Yep. And it looked like it fouled off Lyle's shoe there for a second. 2 outs, 0-2 count. Here comes the pitch.
Ball one. That's a little bit low, and the umpire decided he did not check swing it enough to warrant a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Now here comes the pitch. And it is a little bit high in there for ball 2. 2-2 is the count.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bunch of 2s.
Yep, 2-2-2. Here comes the pitch. And a swing and a miss, strike number 3. So nobody gets on base, 3 up and 3 down. No errors, no men left on base. So now, as we end up going to the bottom of the 3rd, it's 1-0 Charlotte. We will be right back right after this.
These are not your ordinary doctors. They are the accounting surgeons. Allow them to show you the personal attention it takes in order to receive every single deduction you deserve. The accounting surgeons and crew are here for you all year long, not just January to May. Whether you need tax preparation, payroll work, or bookkeeping services, call the accounting surgeons today. 434-538-0595. They offer very reasonable rates along with their year-round service with a smile. Located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe. The accounting surgeons are here for you. Phone 434-538-0595.
Stop by Victoria's Beauty Salon in Blackstone today. Not only can you get a style that's just for you and a tan too, but now Victoria's Beauty Salon presents Anna Veal's Body Work Practitioner. Tired from the stress of the week? Try some massage therapy. Anna provides many different massages to cater to your areas of stress. A Swedish massage, a deep tissue massage, and reflexology. She also gives facials and offers 2 special packages. So come by Victoria's today at 110 North Main Street in Blackstone or call and inquire about an appointment with Anna. Relax, meditate, and leave looking and feeling like a brand new you at Victoria's Beauty Salon, where your hair is your glory. Call 434-292-5910.
And we're back here at Beamer Field as action is renewed. It's 1-0 Charlotte leading here at the bottom of the 3rd. I'm John Norton along with Robbie Hart. This is Major League District 5 Little League Championship.
This game is just flying by here.
Yep, and it's ended up being a pitching duel between Vassar and Gunn. Gunn shoots this one down here. Strike number 1.
I believe this is Crawford, the bat now for the Charlotte All-Stars.
Get the old Crawford page out here. He shoots this one down. That one's going to be outside. Crawford's a left-hander outside for ball. No, actually, strike 2.
I think fouled off.
He may have been fouled. Oh, that was a ball. Both of these pitchers are really singing it down here. Here comes the next one. Change up. Got him.
No doubt about that one.
Strike number 3.
That brings up Davis, I believe.
Yeah.
Number 6, Davis.
Number 6, Davis is up.
Outside low.
And that's going to be in there. Ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. And it's in there for another ball. 2 balls and no strike. And, you know, here's the thing, Robbie. We're at the bottom of the 3rd, and neither team has gone through the entire batting order yet.
Yep.
Here comes the pitch. That's in there for 3 balls and no strikes.
That's called very good pitching. That's what that's called.
3-0, and here comes the pitch. And that A little bit, looked like me a little bit high. That was close though. So Davis will walk.
That brings up Zumbro, I believe. If I got his name right. Sorry if I do not.
Zumbro, number 3. Runner on first base with 1 out for Charlotte County.
Yeah, well, Grax is the show.
Here comes Gunn. He pitches it in there. Right. This one finally hits the hole for strike number 1. That's 1, no balls and 1 strike. Runner on first base. Here comes Gunn with a pitch. And that's going to be way low in there for ball 1. 1-1 is the count. We'll get the pitching stats in just a few minutes. Here comes the pitch, swing and a miss. That's in here for strike 2. And there goes Davis. He'll go down there to second base. And night is falling here in Beamer Field here in Crewe, Virginia. And a nice, lovely night. Cooled off quite a bit.
And it started kind of scorching. It got cool.
Here comes down the pitch, swing and a miss. That's strike number 3. And that brings up the second out. And that will bring up Hartley will be up. What a pitching job both of these clubs are doing. Right. Gunn zips that one down there for strike number 1. And no signs of letting up for either team.
Just good pitching. It's all there is to it.
Here comes the next pitch. That's in there for strike number 2.
And he's way ahead of the batter now. So
an 0-2 count with 2 outs. Here comes the next pitch. And that one's going to be foul. And it's going to go foul ball. That ball almost stayed in.
Yeah,
just kind of spun out right at the last moment, but that thing only went 3 or 4 feet.
Well, Hale has...
He would have never got the man out at first base, I don't think, with that speed.
Well, the pitcher here has pitched so far 41 pitches. Gunn has pitched 41 pitches. Of those, 29 have been strikes, 12 have been balls, and 11 foul bats. So quite an accomplishment. And by the way, 5 strikeouts, only 1 walk and 2 hits against him so far. Maybe have a little bit of an equipment.
That's Gunn, right?
That's Gunn.
Now let's see what Vassler's doing.
I'm the wife of Austin Hill up in the thing.
I'm not sure Vassler might be got a no-hitter going.
Anyways, here we go. Back to the action. I believe this is Hartley up the bat for Charlotte County.
Here comes now the pitch. He zips that one down there, and it's going to go foul. Barely foul, I might add. And the count remain 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs.
Come on, let him battle, let him battle.
You got to relax, man.
1-0. That one goes in there. Strike number 3.
That's
and
it.
Just like that, Charlotte will leave 1 man on and no errors. So as we go now to the top of the 4th, it is 1-0 Charlotte, and a nice close game. We shall be right back right after this.
These are not your ordinary doctors. They are the accounting surgeons. Allow them to show you the personal attention it takes in order to receive every single deduction you deserve. The accounting surgeons and crew are here for you all year long, not just January to May. Whether you need tax preparation, payroll work, or bookkeeping services, call the accounting surgeons today. 434-538-0595. They offer very reasonable rates along with their year-round service with a smile. Located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe. The accounting surgeons are here for you. Phone 434-538-0595.
The best stuff ever.
Brought to you by Radio Shack.
I need a new phone, so I'll go to Radio Shack, take their advice, and buy a Sony Ericsson Z750 with AT&T service. It has a 2-megapixel camera, FM radio, and a web browser, so I can surf the internet. And then one day at a car dealership, I'll find the price of a car too high, but the salesman won't agree, and he'll throw me a challenge and he'll give me the car for free if I find it for cheaper, so I'll use the internet on my phone, find it for cheaper, and get it for free. And I'll owe it all to Radio Shack.
Don't just buy stuff.
Do stuff.
See your local Radio Shack dealer at Southside Electronics, Blackstone Square Shopping Center.
And we're back here at Beamer Field and a pitching duel going on against B.B. Dunn and Vassler of Charlotte. And boy, what a game this is. 1-0 Charlotte leads here at the top of the fourth. Here comes now the pitch. He guns this one down there, ball number 1. And what is the stats on Charlotte? I'll find out in just a few minutes. Here comes down the pitch. And in there for strike number 2.
Ball 2.
Or ball number 2 balls. 2 balls and no strikes. I thought he said strike.
Nope. Yeah, he's at 22 pitches.
And that was a strike.
I'm sorry, 36 pitches, 22 balls, and 14 strikes.
Here comes down the windup. Here comes the pitch. And he's down here for ball number 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. No runners on. Here comes the pitch. Foul back.
Full count situation here.
The way Vassler's been pitching, Dinwiddie's having a hard time getting any runners on board.
Dinwiddie, Vassler has just been putting on a show here.
Here comes the windup. Here's the pitch. And it's in there for ball 4, and that's his first walk, I believe.
That is his first walk, although he's still pitching no-hitter. So.
Coming up next is 0-0.
Maitland.
Which is that Midland. Here comes the runner, and it's good. He's got him. The runner took off at second base, and what a throw by the catcher, and a good play by the second baseman, and end up getting him out. And just like that, it's 1 out. 1 ball and no strikes now.
But worse for Dinwiddie, that important leadoff runner is now out of the game.
And that one's going to be kind of a wild pitch, you might say, there for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. So that first walk means absolutely nothing except 1 out because of the great defensive play by Charlotte County.
They're holding everything for some reason.
I think they're waiting for Maitland to get back. Here comes the pitch. That's right down the pike for strike number 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Vassler looks, now winds up, takes aim, and then delivers. And this one's going to be a foul out of play.
Out the foul.
But a nice hard hit down to, actually foul back on the first base line. Kind of went right to the telephone pole, but nevertheless, that counts, brings the count 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Vassler hits the ball now, and Reeves gets the ball. He throws it, got him out. What a defensive play by Reeves.
Yeah.
Are you sure this guy doesn't play for the Yankees or something? And he's just as a little leaguer? Boy, what a beautiful play, and what an arm to get that man out. My goodness. Okay. Number 25, which is not on here.
Neither's on my.
Anyway, in there, strike 1.
I don't know.
And we don't know.
Give me a good lineup today.
Don't matter. Here comes the next pitch. And this one's going to drop in the hole for a base hit. Well, there goes his no-hitter. But that one barely made it in. Yeah, I cannot get over the way Reeves is playing. What a great ball player.
What number is this guy here?
Here comes down the pitch from Vassler. Way low down there. That's going to be in there for strike number 1. No balls and 1 strike.
I'm afraid the lineup Dewey National gave us is so messed up, we're just going to have to eyeball it from here on out.
Here comes down the pitch. And this one's going to be A hit goes to first base, out at second. So, as we go now to the bottom of the fourth, it is 1-0. We will get back as quickly as possible. We'll be right back right after this.
Hey, look, where's your phone?
These are not your ordinary doctors. They are the accounting surgeons. Allow them to show you the personal attention it takes in order to receive every single deduction you deserve. The accounting surgeons and crew are here for you all year long, not just January to May. Whether you need tax preparation, payroll work, or bookkeeping services, call the accounting surgeons today. 434-538-0595. They offer very reasonable rates along with their year-round service with a smile. Located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe. The accounting surgeons are here for you. Phone 434-538-0595.
One thing I can say is a status tier worst nightmare is when someone gives them the messed up lineup.
A wrong lineup, yeah. I do think Charlotte County did me a good lineup, so we at least keep track of them. But Dinwiddie's lineup is so messed up. It has no bearing on reality.
Never mind.
So anyways.
Never mind. Don't worry about
coming
that.
up is going to be Mr. Vassar. That means Charlotte is now at the top of their lineup for the day.
And for the first time, and we're all the way into the fourth inning. You know, I remember by this time, I think, in the Dinwiddie American and Blackstone, I think it was the third time.
Like 50-0, so I don't know.
No, it wasn't
just kidding. No. I love you guys, Blackstone. I'm kidding.
Oh, I do too. No, but it was just interesting to everybody's gone through their lineup a bunch of times.
These two are always a big rivalry every year. It's like that last year.
I do remember that. Yes, it was.
Remember, I think Charlotte pulled off by like one run against Dinwiddie.
All right, here comes out a pitch, zips one down there, and this is number 10.
Vassar,
yeah.
Have going for Charlotte.
That first one is in there for strike. Here comes the next pitch from Gunn, way low for ball one. So that ball goes 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch from Gunn. He looks, takes aim. Here's the pitch, and zips one down there. Fouls off.
I don't think he wanted to swing at that one. I think that was in self-defense more than anything.
And that brings up there strike number 2. 1 ball and 2 strike now to Vassar. No outs here in the fourth inning. Here comes the pitch, and this one's going to be to the shortstop. He throws it, and he is out of there. That brings up the first out here in the fourth inning.
Jones, I believe, is coming to the bat now for Charlotte County, number 8. Yes, Jones.
Well, we hope so.
What, my stat program wrong?
Gunn now delivers, and it goes right in there for strike 1.
Ball 1, that's outside.
Our ball 1?
Yep.
This guy goes, oh, and sometimes you can't tell. It's a strike, but it was close.
There you go.
Yep, 1 ball and no strikes. Okay, here comes the pitch, and he reached for this one. The third baseman gets it and throws him out for the second out. And boy, both of these teams are playing excellent defense.
No doubt about that.
Big boy.
It's almost like you just don't get any better. Now bring up Reed.
Reed, a hard hitter. Reed is 0 for 1 for the day.
And he pops this one up, and Gunn just gets underneath there, and that's strike. I mean, that's out number 3. 4 up and 3 down. The 1 man left on base. It is
going to the top of the 5th.
We're in the top of the 5th. It's 1-0 Charlotte. We will be back right after this.
These are not your ordinary doctors. They are the accounting surgeons. Allow them to show you the personal attention it takes in order to receive every single deduction you deserve. The accounting surgeons and crew are here for you all year long, not just January to May. Whether you need tax preparation, payroll work, or bookkeeping services, call the accounting surgeons today. 434-538-0595. They offer very reasonable rates along with their year-round service with a smile. Located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe. The accounting surgeons are here for you. Phone 434-538-0595.
The best stuff ever.
Brought to you by Radio Shack.
I need a new phone, so I'll go to Radio Shack, take their advice, and buy a Sony Ericsson Z750 with AT&T service. It has a 2-megapixel camera, FM radio, and a web browser, so I can surf the internet. And then one day at a car dealership, I'll find the price of a car too high, but the salesman won't agree, and he'll throw me a challenge and he'll give me the car for free if I find it for cheaper, so I'll use the internet on my phone, find it for cheaper, and get it for free. And I'll owe it all to Radio Shack.
Don't just buy stuff.
Do stuff.
See your local Radio Shack dealer at Southside Electronics, Blackstone Square Shopping Center.
And we're back very quickly here at Beamer Field. And here comes the next pitch, swing and a miss. That's ended up being ball. Strike one ball and one strike.
Yeah, that caught me by surprise too. This game's flying by fast in many ways.
Yep, here comes the next pitch. Vassler shuts this one down there for ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike. How many pitches now has Vassler's pitch, Robbie?
I got to accurate him. He's at 51.
And we're already in the 5th inning. And this is one of the hard hit. Could drop in a hole. No.
Second baseman grabs
a beautiful play by the second baseman.
Wow. You see why these are 2 top teams in the district right here.
He jumped over that one, Robbie, and got that one for the first out. And now his gun is up.
BB gun, okay.
Here comes the pitch, and this one's a hard hit ball to the third baseman. Reeves came in behind him and got him and threw it out. What a play! What a play!
And the coach of Dinwiddie is beside himself. He can't believe that.
What a play by Reeves! Oh my goodness sakes! You can't hit it past that guy.
Yeah.
That was a third baseman all the way. He couldn't get over in time, then Reeves came over and, Anyway, this one's a foul back in there for strike one, but my goodness sakes.
Wow, what can you say? I mean, that's a good feeling there, isn't it?
Great, Scott, man.
One kid, he dove for it and missed it the first time.
So,
second time he came around, he dove.
Here comes the pitch, and this one's going to be a foul back at him, and I know that hurt, and he's actually holding his chest. No balls and 2 strikes, Robbie.
Vassar has managed to shut down this very powerful Dinwiddie National hitting squad, almost with ease.
Well, you see how Dinwiddie hit against Blackstone yesterday. Here comes the pitch, and that was a
foul. Hard foul, but a foul nonetheless.
And I'll tell you what, Dassler has almost single-handedly kept this. The way they're hitting the ball and the way they hit yesterday, this is a team that can hit the ball. Here comes now the pitch. And this one's going to hard hit foul ball out of play, and the count remain no balls and 2 strikes. Here we are at the top of the 5th, 1-0, Charlotte leading. Here comes the pitch way out in front. Have been in for ball number 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, but see how far Vassar comes back on his pitch, though. His right arm is almost full extended when he gets ready to fire forward.
And he uses his entire body. Watch him. Here it goes, and there's the pitch. Well, that went way too low, but nevertheless, I'll bring the count 2-2. But he uses everything he has.
Yeah.
Vassler's not a real big kid, In
fact, I think it's probably about the closest thing to professional pitching style I've seen all day.
Yep.
I mean, wow.
But that one went ball. Now the count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That's the Matthew throws. Matthew's not really using his whole body like that. He did not come back nowhere near that far. This pitcher's going back way, way, way far before firing it.
And this guy's a lot faster than Matthew. A lot faster. And been keeping it up. Look at that. Anyway, a hard hit ball to the second baseman. Throws him out easy. And now again, 3 up and 3 down. So, no errors. My goodness, I think Reeves kept that from happening. And anyway, so as we go now to the bottom of the 5th, it's 1-0 Charlotte. We'll be right back right after this.
These These are not your ordinary doctors. They are the accounting surgeons. Allow them to show you the personal attention it takes in order to receive every single deduction you deserve. The accounting surgeons and crew are here for you all year long, not just January to May. Whether you need tax preparation, payroll work, or bookkeeping services, call the accounting surgeons today. 434-538-0595. They offer very reasonable rates along with their year-round service with a smile. Located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe. The accounting surgeons are here for you. Phone 434-538-0595.
The best stuff ever.
Brought to you by Radio Shack.
I need a new phone, so I'll go to Radio Shack, take their advice, and buy a Sony Ericsson Z750 with AT&T service. It has a 2-megapixel camera, FM radio, and a web browser, so I can surf the internet. And then one day at a car dealership, I'll find the price of a car too high, but the salesman won't agree, and he'll throw me a challenge, and he'll give me the car for free if I find it for cheaper, so I'll use the internet on my phone, find it for cheaper, and get it for free. And I'll owe it all to Radio Shack.
Don't just buy stuff.
Do stuff.
See your local Radio Shack dealer at Southside Electronics, Blackstone Square Shopping Center.
And we're back here at Beamer Field here on FM 90.9 WPEX.
Broken pot there.
Number 7 is up now for Charlotte. And Gunn winds up, pitches that one in there for strike 1.
That's not Gunn. That's Hale up there. I think they changed out last inning.
Did they?
Yep.
Anyway, swinging and miss, strike 2.
Yeah. You was here. You always.
Yeah, it does look like Hale. Let me see. He turns around.
Whether it was chasing the ball down.
Up there. So now Dinwiddie finally changes pitchers, and that's in there for strike number 3, and that's out. So now coming up is 0-0.
Dead pitch.
Which is Williams.
Something was not quite right.
Wait till you get in that box and get set. Look, when you step in the box and you do that first swing warm up, then what it
Hearing a little pitching coach going on over somewhere close by.
Yeah.
The beauties of a crowd, Mike. That no one really realizes there.
Anyway, Hale now looks, winds up, here's the pitch, and a hard hit ball. This could go in the hole, it does. It bounces off the fence, and Charlotte has got a runner on first base with 1 out.
That was Williams who made that hit.
Dodd will be coming up to bat. Carlson will be on deck. My stats is correct.
I have Mr. Dodd up at bat.
Didn't I say Dodd?
Dodd, yes.
Here comes the pitch now to Dodd. And Hale pitches the ball good, but I don't think he's quite as fast as Gunn. Anyway, that goes in there as a ball. 1 ball and no strike. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, 1 and 1.
His body language shows that he's more relaxed and having fun.
This is the winner brackets from yesterday.
And then he'll get up there, and when he gets there,
Now to wind up, here comes the pitch. That's in there for strike number 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dinwiddie beat Blackstone, and Charlotte end up beating strikeout. And that's strikeout number 1. Charlotte beat who?
Charlotte beat Dinwiddie American.
Yeah. Dinwiddie got beat by Blackstone. That puts them out of the tournament. Crew and Blackville going hard to get ball. And this could be trouble. They throw it to second base. Easy out. And for the 3rd out. So, no errors. 2 men, actually 1 man left on. 2 men actually left on if you want to look at it technically. But no runs scored. So as we go now to the bottom of the 6th.
Top of the 6th.
Top of the 6th. Okay. It's still 1-0 in favor of Charlotte. We shall be right back right after this.
What does your world sound like? That's geography. The music of the world around you. Geography is people, places, environments, and economics. Geography gives us the framework for understanding our world. But sadly, our kids aren't getting enough of it. Half can't locate economic powers like Japan and India, and 20% can't even find the Pacific Ocean. That's why we created MyWonderfulWorld.org. It's part of a free National Geographic-led campaign to give our kids the power of global knowledge. Go to MyWonderfulWorld.org to learn more and get your free parent and teacher action kits. It's a wonderful world.
These are not your ordinary doctors. They are the accounting surgeons. Allow them to show you the personal attention it takes in order to receive every single deduction you deserve. The accounting surgeons and crew are here for you all year long, not just January to May. Whether you need tax preparation, payroll work, or bookkeeping services, call the accounting surgeons today. 434-538-0595. They offer very reasonable rates along with their year-round service with a smile. Located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe. The accounting surgeons are here for you. Phone 434-538-0595.
We got more rings.
And we're back here at the action here at Beamer Field. 1-0 Charlotte. A bunt is showed. Now go in there for
One sign at first, and that was
wait for the call.
I'm not sure that was.
when they signed the 3.
I think that was a ball.
Oh, the ball too.
Like I said, Dirk will make
Maybe the scoreboard operator don't even know.
I'm gonna go for ball for now.
So here comes the next pitch, and this one's a chop foul.
There's a strike.
That'll be in there for strike 1, 1 ball and 1 strike.
And Bob, we were saying this is Dinwiddie National's last shot before the end of the game. If they don't make a run here, that's it. Game over.
24-hour watch on that sign at the arena.
Yeah. Well, I've done one thing. 2 great ball clubs right here. No doubt about it. And that one's running in there for strike number 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Vassar has pitches went home by himself. It's only 63 pitches for an entire game.
Unbelievable. Here comes the pitch. And at this point in Blackstone games, Matthews already threw over 100 pitches.
125.
That crowd was
Which means there wasn't a whole lot of 3-2 pitches and all that. 2-2 is the count. Here comes down the pitch. And a changeup. It is on. And the first one, here comes the runner, will come around the second base. It's going to be close. And it gets past, overthrown the second base, but a good backup. And with no outs, a tying run is on base.
Dinwiddie National is on a golden opportunity here. Can they capitalize on it? That is a question.
And that is number 2,
Grissom.
I think.
Grissom.
Grissom is
Justice
up.
Grissom. Justice Grissom with the bat now. And they're going to have a timeout and have a little talk over here.
They're going to come out and talk to Vassar.
A new pitcher.
I don't know if I ought to do that or not. Vassar did not look bad.
Yeah, Vassar's pitching great. Oh, maybe
I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to change.
They're talking about that third base line here. They're saying, yeah, you should, where to stand next time, that sort of thing. Okay, I thought they were pulling out. Why do they pull him out? He's doing great.
A very well disciplined and coached team this Charlotte County is.
Every year.
Yeah.
Always is. And we're saying how all their pitchers have a very similar form, and they all pitch very good.
Here comes now the pitch, and it zooms in there. Oh, and what a way to play the bunt. And he is out of there. What a play. Got him out.
Oh, good. Well, I got to say, I'm in it for the play.
A bunt and run was on, ladies and gentlemen. The bunt and run was on, and he ended up throwing the guy out at second base.
Danger home run.
0-0.
I don't know. I thought he made it under that one. That's a surprise.
Which is Williams playing third base and threw the guy out at second on he ran up and the bunt came right to him, and the bunt run was on. So is one out, runner still on first base on a fielder's choice, you might look at it that way.
Yeah, they're having a discussion, I think.
But wow. Now, what's the discussion? Everything looked okay to me. It looked like a pretty cut, dry play.
No, I don't think he tagged him when he went back.
The glove, right?
I mean, second base didn't look like he got him. Because he...
Let me tell you what Brown did for us.
But who knows?
Well, he called him out. It's very hard to reverse a decision.
Yeah.
He said, look, they're going to run because they ain't going out. What I want you to do.
Yeah, they keep the ball.
Stand up.
And Charlotte County's definitely happy about that.
Well, they got that leadoff runner going at second out, but it's only one out.
Yeah, let me tell you that puts a runner on first, though.
It was laid out. That puncher stood up, shot it down, and the people went up.
Vassler getting ready to cock his arm back to throw the ball, and they stopped action for a second. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike number one.
That call out may just take the wind right out of Dinwiddie sails here.
You made me forget.
No balls and one strike with one out here in the sixth inning. Here comes the pitch. And that is going to be a little bit outside for ball one. So 1-1 is the count. Fire trucks blazing in the background. So here comes now the pitch. And that's going to be a little bit low for ball two. Maybe somebody called in and said Vassler was on fire. Which is the truth, is the way he's been pitching.
Oh, yeah, there you go. There's a joke for you. That was an interesting one.
I come up with a good one once in a while.
That's a zinger. That's a zinger there. I almost forgot to laugh.
Here comes the pitch, and that goes in there for ball three. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Man, that hurt me right there.
And that puts if this one walks, that'll put a tying run on second base. Here comes now the pitch. That was right in there for strike 2, and that brings up full count. I think Vassler has only had 2 full counts in his entire ball game. He has been pitching good. Here comes now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He's out of there. Whoa.
2 down. That's 2 outs now. Vassler finds himself 1 more out from winning this ball game for Charlotte County. It's probably the fastest game we've had in this series so far.
I think this is Clayburn that's up. Left-hander, here comes now the pitch from Vassler. He's got 2 outs. And a foul back, ended up being strike 1. 2 more strikes, and this game is history. And boy, oh boy, what a game this has been.
Yeah, this has definitely been one great game here. Fast, very fast game. We might get have a decent time for once. Wouldn't that be nice?
Taking the play.
Here comes now the pitch. Vassler throws this one that's sort of down, hit the top of the plate in there for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Thanks for everybody who's tuned to our stream. Thanks for everybody who's tuned into our audio stream as well. Vassler now winds up. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be low, and that's going to be in there for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Like 200 yards, but bigger. You got like that thing over there, but it's inside lit it and everything. It's like
2 good games right in a row here, and that one is going to be in there for ball 3. And boy, if you're a spectator, it's a spectator's dream. It's been our dream. We've had a lot of fun doing the last 2 games. They've been close.
Yeah, 1 point deciding, looks like. Another dead ball. What's this all about? That's just like, come on, I just want to throw the ball.
3 balls and 1 strike now. Runner on first base with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. And that one is going to be low, and he walks.
That puts the winning run on base for Dinwiddie. Or the go-ahead run, rather.
Number 21, I believe.
That's Tim Lyle.
Maitland will be on. Zach Maitland will be on deck, and a timeout is called.
You just beat.
He just did that blue. Yeah, he was going to that blue.
Somebody's beeper's going off outside, and our crowd,
And they're
our
gonna have
fantastic handy-dandy crowd, Mike, is picking it up.
They're bringing a pinch runner. And they're going to go ahead and bring in a pinch runner for the Dinwiddie National. Here we go.
1-0, Charlotte leads. Dinwiddie's got 2 runners on base, but with 2 outs. Evans goes right in there for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike.
Here we go. 2 more strikes, and Vassar wins this game for Charlotte County.
Here comes the pitch. This one's going to be way low. Here comes the
runner.
steal.
He's going to try for it.
And he slides in.
Oh, it's over.
And he is safe.
Reed saved another one there.
So the double steal works and advances the runner to third base. And that brings also the runner to second base and steals second. So that double steal worked.
Yeah, Milton lost.
1-1 is the count with 2 outs. And a tying run is on third base for Dinwiddie.
They have a little talk up down the mound with Vassar. Like I said, I don't know why Vassar's pitched a great game. 79 pitches so far, though. 46 strikes, 33 balls.
And he's pitched actually a very, very good game.
Only 3 hits against him, and they're changing him out.
I wouldn't do that.
They're bringing in Reed.
Well, we haven't seen Reed pitch, have we?
He probably pitched like a million miles per hour, knowing most of Charlotte County.
So,
but anyway, they wouldn't bring him in if he didn't have a lot of speed on him. Put it that way.
Yes, sir.
That's what he's telling him.
well, here's the deal.
Throw hard,
I know
throw
what
fast.
he must be a good. He's a left-handed pitcher too, I think. No, he's right-handed.
He's right-handed. He's a righty.
But the only thing I can think of is if he pitches that good, they're trying to close this game out.
Yeah.
Especially with a runner on second and third.
You don't even feel like that. You got a good game.
How is Lyle done? Lyle will be up to bat.
I don't know because Dinwiddie messed the lineup, remember?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, yes. But watch, see, he pitches pretty much the same way with a very fast pitch. I mean, see, he goes back all the way too. I mean, all the Charlotte pitchers, they're taught that over there.
Certainly is.
Look, you know what, though? When we was kids, you ain't have to send no kids in the camp to pitch like that. You ain't got someone like that, man, just naturally throwing the ball hard and getting it there across the plate.
Okay.
Here comes the warm-up here. Reed looking with a nice amount of speed on him. Once again, you notice he pitches the same style we've seen Charlotte County pitch, that with a rear way back and almost windmill that ball forward. A lot more wrist action involved, too.
So Reeves.
Here they come. Miles going to go against him here.
Reeves has his birthday cut off about 1 week, and he made it in. This is definitely his last year. He's 13. And this guy can whiz the ball as well. So Charlotte, both of their pitches, Vassar, the way he pitches, and then here comes Reeves, and this guy can pitch as well. That's, I think, what they're doing. They're trying to use him as the closure to close this thing out. 1-0, Charlotte's leading over Dinwiddie. Lyle is up there trying to time him out. He was up there pitching as the pitch went by. And here we go. We will resume play. Lyle will step up to the plate for Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie needs one good base hit right now. It's all Dinwiddie needs to tie this up.
Here comes a windup, and this was going to be foul back.
Strike 2.
And that brings it in, strike 2. One more strike, and this game is over with.
Reed coming pitches 2 pitches into game. Here we go. It's all on the line here.
Let's see what this will be. Here comes now the pitch, and it is fouled back. So the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes.
In full swing.
And Lyle stays alive out there.
Runners on second and third for Dinwiddie, but they got 2 outs and 2 strikes. This will be it probably right here. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3. And Charlotte beats Dinwiddie in a really, really close match. So Charlotte will advance to the winners bracket, you might say. And of course, Dinwiddie Nationals will go to the losers bracket. And we're going to be back right after this to sort all this out. We'll be right back. Again, Charlotte wins over Dinwiddie 1-0. We'll be right back right after this.
These are not your ordinary doctors. They are the accounting surgeons. Allow them to show you the personal attention it takes in order to receive every single deduction you deserve. The accounting surgeons and crew are here for you all year long, not just January to May. Whether you need tax preparation, payroll work, or bookkeeping services, call the accounting surgeons today. 434-538-0595. They offer very reasonable rates along with their year-round service with a smile. Located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe. The accounting surgeons are here for you. Phone 434-538-0595.
Here at Beamer Field, as we just seen two exciting ball games, and this last one, Charlotte beating Dinwiddie only 1-0.
Very close game.
And now Robbie's going to go over on who plays tomorrow and exactly maybe some time so we can kind of get an idea. And Robbie, why don't you tell our listeners what's going on?
Okay, the first game will be tomorrow at 5 o'clock, and that will be Blackstone against Crewe. Blackstone, of course, came off a very close win today, and Crewe rested up from their very close win from yesterday, too. So that will be beginning at 5 o'clock. We'll probably begin broadcast here at 4:30. The evening game will be between Charlotte and Farmville. Farmville beating Crewe Burkeville, and they'll be going against. I'm sorry, I meant Crewe lost nearly against Farmville, so I don't know why I was looking at the wrong bracket here. Okay,
that's all right. That's okay.
But they'll be going. Charlotte County will be playing Farmville tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
Okay, well, folks, I want to go ahead and thank Heather Hart, our great camera operator that's on top of the White Elephant's been up there the entire tournament so far. Also thank Robbie, your and doing all of the work for us here, and the statistician and the everything else. And of course, Jenny Hart standing there taking orders for our DVDs and everything like this. So as we close out, I'm John Hart, and saying good night, everybody, from Beamer Field. Tune in tomorrow. What time is our broadcast?
Tomorrow at 5 o'clock, I believe. Tomorrow at 5.
So we'll see you about, 4:30, 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
Talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Drive safely. Goodbye, everybody.